Then let's look at this question about Chinese New Year, since we are just about the end of Chinese New Year. So for a quick recap, yes? Okay, so for a quick recap, let's look at these two questions. Now, as we go on to primary 5, we are beginning to get more and more used to word problems being presented to us to solve. This is page 18, the Chinese New Year question, maths in real life. So the first one talks about Hui Ling. Yep. Receiving $40 in red packets. So this amount is Hui Ling's, and Janice received 10 times as much money as Hui Ling. Okay. So Hui Ling and Janice, what is the relationship? Where can you find the relationship between Hui Ling and Janice in the problem? Which sentence is it? Yes. Sorry? It's okay. I'm recording my voice on my phone. I repeat my question again. If you look at the first problem here, it says during Chinese New Year, Hui Ling received $40 in red packets. Janice received 10 times as much money as Hui Ling. How much did Janice receive? Which sentence tells you that there's a relationship between Hui Ling and Janice? Janice received 10 times. The second sentence exactly gives half. 10 times as much as. Okay, so whoops, you'll be able to see a relationship focusing on the two of them because of this phrase, these terms. 10 times as much as person A and person B. Okay, is this question difficult? What is the question asking for? Asking for who? Jenny. And very quickly, you are able to solve this? What is the method? I will choose multiplication. So 40 times 10. Difficult? Easy? Yes. Okay. If I want to draw this out, how can it look like? If I want to draw this out, how can it look like? Draw this question out. I can use unitary model. I can draw one big angpao showing Hui Ling 40. Then if Hui Ling is one big angpao $40, how many angpao for Janice? 10 of it, 10 of the $40. Okay, so what's the answer? Okay, cool. Easy? Okay, next one. This one. Quick look at it. So what are the key identifying the characters in this story? It seems like there's a relationship again. That's expression 1. Where is the relationship? S many X. Okay. So the moment you can find a relationship word, okay? The moment you can find a relationship word, you will know that okay, there are two characters and you are putting them together to maybe do something. Maybe compare, maybe add them, maybe subtract them, maybe divide. Okay? Now, so what are the 2 items or 3 items that you see in the story? You have the bus, you have the stadium, and you have people. Okay, then what are the 2 objects that are put in a relationship to compare? The How many say it's the people versus the bus? Okay, nobody. Why not? Why do you think that it's the people versus the bus? We don't know. Because the first sentence says a bus can sit between 5 people, right? So basically, it tells you these people goes into the bus. If you don't have the people, the bus is empty. Right now. Okay, so the people is still important, and the bus is still important. It's not the people in the stadium, right? Yes, it's the people in the bus. Now, what are we really comparing? Bus and the stadium. Very good. Okay, so the bus and the stadium. So what is the relationship between the bus and the stadium? The number of seats. So basically, you're comparing the two of them, stadium and the bus. You're comparing seats. So what's the seats of two people? Yeah, people sitting on here. How many people can see, right? Okay. Now, anybody can imagine this story? Maybe that's an assumption. Yeah, I said that you said the people sit on the bus and people sit at the stadium, right? Correct. Okay. It's still about a wild story. Extend the story a bit. What do you think is one assumption about sitting? Because we said people and the seat must be similar, right? So number of seats means number of people, right? Okay. What is one possible assumption we can do that? When you say seats and people, what is one possible assumption when you're talking about seats and people? One person sit on one chair. Very good, Rion, good idea. So this story says didn't specify, but we are assuming that one person sits on one chair. We realize maybe, yeah, maybe there's a baby. Yeah, maybe somebody, very selfish. One person lie on 2 chairs, right? 3 chairs, lie down, right? Put the bag on the chair, right? Fair enough. Okay, so yes. Okay. Okay, so so these are just for some fun possible assumptions that's going on. But here we are just assuming that everybody, good boy, good girl, one person sit on one chair, one chair, yeah. So what's the answer for this? Is it difficult? Pretty easy. Because you can see the relationship in the question is quite easily laid out. What will you do? 25 times 1,000. And answer is 25,000. Easy? Easy, okay. But what are the key focus here? No. The key focus here is having a problem like that. We are trying to solve. At primary 5, we are looking at more problems and such. The key idea is to identify the relationships or the things and objects and people in the question. Once you can identify the correct relationship, you're closer to answering the question. Okay, followed by, let's move on. So yesterday we have already talked about this. And yesterday our emphasis is really reminding us that, look, all these in the textbook are presenting division ideas. As how we looked at yesterday, Chun Tong highlighted these segments, and then he also highlighted these. They are highlighted for you in the book as bolded, right? Ticks. Now, it's really telling you, look, guys, there's a shortcut here you can do. Then you can easily get the result by recognizing the pattern. But I was reminding everyone, be careful the use of the terms and in your working. It is not minus. You cannot say, I'm doing times, I add the 0 behind. That's not right. Okay, the mathematics language is not correct. We are still doing division here. Okay, I using the pattern to get it. Now, then we are all very fast with this, right? Anybody has any problem with this? Okay, so this one quite okay, right? Okay, who all correct one? You see, I just did it like just. But I'm not saying that I must be correct. I did it by presenting check. Neither did I do any expectation. But will it pass enough for you? Do you think you can go to this level of pass? I think so, totally. Possible. Okay? But you need to be careful to check. Why? Because for questions like that, if you're not careful, you just might write something. Understand? Who is that? Now, there are some blanks in the front here. What do you think I need to do when the answer is not after equal sign? Work backwards, very good. But how do I work backwards? Use times instead. Very good. So, okay, so we are at race. We are able to very good and say, Snow says, I need to learn how to work backwards. Okay, so there are multiple strategies we're talking about just now. The strategy to solve these quickly, choose a method. The method to remember this is use a pattern. Okay, now to solve higher order questions is really being able to understand when I solve this question, what method I use. So when I do this quickly, the method I use, pattern. I recognize as a pattern. The method I solve this, like Yossi say, work backwards. Exactly how to work backwards, you should tell us times. 17 times 10. 930 times 10. 12 times 100. Can you see that backward going on? Okay, good. All good, right? Easy, difficult? Easy, very good. Then move on. Now, so we should have done 25 and 26. All right? And some of our friends might be a little bit more hardworking. They want to make sure they get 2 marks. Right? So maybe the first time round, they already highlight the zeros. That they are intending to divide. Now, please be careful. I'm done once, I can check again. Now, there are some of you who might have learned to do these things like that. Okay? I'm not going to object to you, but I would like you to really keep in mind the reason why you do it. Okay? Like I mentioned earlier, if, like for example, I said here, right? In multiplication. If you were to write a 0 here, then you will get a big cross because you changed the question. Can you understand what I'm talking about? So for those of us who are doing this, I will not object to you and then tell you, no, you're wrong, cannot, I don't allow you this way. Because you are P5 now, I give you the freedom of choice. It works for you, good. But you make sure you remember to be careful. Because once you accidentally do like that, what happens? You also get a cross and 0 marks. You change the question. Can you understand that? Okay. Now, easy, difficult? I won't go through everything you can do, right? Okay. Then we go into accomplishing our task today. Okay. So this one, any problems? We were just talking about the strategy earlier. What was this strategy? Working backwards. Okay, then this one will be race, and in this case, we're identifying the relationship. So all these can do, right? Working backwards. So if I really want to check, I can go. Does it make sense to you? Cool, right? Okay. So far, so good. Now, who is he? Now, why is this recognizing he important? Very good, Samantha. Because you are trying to find out exactly who is he referring to, and he is the person with the bigger amount or smaller amount? Bigger amount. So once you are able to identify that this person is the bigger amount, and then this person is the smaller amount, then you can choose times or divide correctly. Now, why is it important? Because on this page, this whole page is division, right? Most of us will know already. No need to read the question, can solve. Why? Because you are assuming that this is division. Because the whole page is division. You understand what I'm talking about? But during exam time, maybe this question and this question appear on the same page. The question is not going to label for you. Okay, question number 1 is a division problem. Remember to use division. All right, it doesn't work like that. Oh, no, even P1s also know. You need to know that you have to choose. Okay, you have to choose plus, minus, times, divide correctly, right? Correct or not? Yes. Okay, now, so these are okay? Can, right? Now, this. Now we are aiming to complete this by 12 o'clock. Okay, everybody and Gina. Now, earlier on, we already talked about being organized. Same thing, I will say this again. These two next pages, 27, 28, 29. You're doing nicely. 1, 2. If you don't do it properly, not organized, no working, no symbol, then I will have to encourage you to do it again. And I'll print copies for you. Okay? And I explained earlier. Some of you said, look, you see, you upload the video, happy. I go back, I'll just fast forward you and go to the last page and copy all the answers. Better. I said, number 1, are you sure you really understood what's going on? Because during when come time is exam and test, can you do it without someone guiding you? Without something to copy. Now I said, okay, fine. If you really want to copy, this is not a word problem. It's a procedural sum. Just a procedure. If you really want to copy, then I encourage you, just like your timetable, make sure you copy at least 10 times. So that your brain and your hand registers it into your brain. If you only do it 1 time, you will forget it. If you only practice shooting a basketball once or hitting the soccer ball once or practice only smashing the ball once with a badminton racket, you will not be able to perfect the skill. If you really want to be a very good badminton player, you have to keep repeating the same skill. They're not of course. Right. Okay. So we have estimate first, then divide. Use a calculator to check the answers. So please, no calculator to try out solving these questions. No calculator. All right. Now, well, I will skip the estimation portion to focus on the work here. Now, why is the estimation a bit difficult? Because you really have to be good with the timetable. For example, I can do an estimation here. I will go with 600 instead of estimating 500. Why? Anybody can guess? Yes. Yes, because 6 is a multiple of 3. Okay, if I use 5, then I'll run into estimation division problems. So I'll go with multiples and factors. So I can go so it's 60 divided by 3, 20. That's all. Now, if I do the problem, I will be looking at, oops. Okay, because 30 is 3 times 10. So I do 54 divided by 10, then divide by 3. Okay. All right. Then look what's happening. Did I do my working at the side? Is this okay? Presentation is important. Can you see? Can you see it? If you need, you can turn the paper. You need to turn your paper. Is it okay? Okay. Pay attention to the presentation of the answers. I have explanation here. Now looking here and then the working here. Equations and is this okay, everybody? Yeah, can I move a bit faster? Yeah. So now, okay, so you can see that it's pretty close, the estimation. Now, let's say I estimate for this one here. Okay, I can go with 65,000 as an estimation, or I can go with 7,000. That's about 700 divided by 5. And then you get about 140. So that's the estimation. Now, okay, so I go on to do my workings. I can have okay, because 50 is 10 times 5. So I can do this division first. Is that okay? No. Oops, sorry. Wind blow. Blow, wind blow. Blow those with spectacles. Another day, not today. Yeah. Then I can know myself. They blow the worksheet. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. I skip question. I'm gonna skip one. Skip one. I move on to the next page. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, it's recorded. Remember, we aim to finish at 12. Okay. So if you really need, you go back and check out the video. Okay, I'll upload this on YouTube. Okay. Right now. Okay. Next page. I skip to the next page. Estimate first, then divide. Use a calculator to check the answers. Okay, we'll skip the calculator portion. There's an estimation here. I'll go with 6,000. Okay, divide by 200. That will be 60 divided by 2. So it's about 30. It's about 30. Now, be careful. When I write an equation like that, it truly means that they are equal. Okay? It is truly equal. I must remind you at this point, I remember, right, seeing somebody did this. Now, is this equation correct? Is this equation correct? No, it's not correct. Why? Because you see, 6 plus 4 plus 5 is 15. That's correct. But 15.5 is no longer correct. Now, why am I saying this? I must dig out the worksheet again. Somebody combine working in the word problem. Okay, when I find the opportunity, I'll mention it again. But for here, but right now we are P5. So as we are doing equations and workings, there will be marks deducted for wrong use of equal sign. It's getting more. It will happen more often now. So you really better be careful when you're writing equations. Okay, so the estimation is done. I do here now. Because 200 is 102, right? In times 2 times 100. So I can do 5,600 divided by 100 divided by 2. That will give me 26 divided by 2, right? So I do my working at the side. Is this okay? You know what? You know what? sure you can do the rest of the questions really fast. Do you understand the method now? Yeah. If you've done the method, if you understand the method now, please take out this paper to help you to be able to do it even faster. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Does this look recognized? Does this look familiar now? Does this look familiar now? Does it look familiar now? Does it look familiar now? Does it look familiar now? Now, why do you think I asked you to do this first? Yes, correct. So, look, everybody, P5 max can be manageable. Look, this is P4. Okay, P5 level up a bit. So, can you see where the P4 max is? You look at the long division, is it that scary anymore? Not at all, right? Can manage, right? Yes. So, look, I already have 924 divided by 6 is here. But be careful, don't compare. Do not copy exactly. Yes, maybe it's wrong. So we better check first. Okay, because the number of zeros might not tally. So we better check. Okay, hey, match or not? Hey, match or not? Hey, match. Then can I just copy the working? Can. Why cannot? You did it once by yourself already, right? If you're not sure, you can do it again. Not sure you can do it again. Most of us are quite okay with it. But some of us maybe have a bit of more challenge because you can't write really straight. Then I suggest watch, like I see Sumati using Sophia and Joe. They are using a ruler to help them. That's cool. Okay. Help yourself to become leader. Ruler to be very good. Okay. So if you don't speak Sophia about it, then you will use better. Okay, go ahead. Never mind. So, on YouTube. Okay, everybody. Do you think it's manageable for you? No, my dear, the next page already. Oh dear. How can everybody? Cool so far? This one, does it match as well? Can Okay. Some of us are already on page 29. Shall I pass forward to page 29? Okay. If you cannot keep up, you go back and check the video, okay? All right. I fast forward to page 29. If really we want to keep in time, hold on, and but if check. If you say you are done with the whole page, that means you are confident you all correct, okay? So estimate first, then divide. Okay. Over here, certain questions, I think this one quite cool with it. Let's look at this. 63,000 divide by 1,000, then divide by 7. We next page already. You see, you still haven't finished. I said, look at what's the orange. You see, we all need this way. This one already. Oh, you don't get your focus time already later. You never keep on task. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to have another 23 minutes for the Chromebook. So let's focus on our task at hand, okay? Come on, Anna, you can do it. 29. Okay. All right, 29. So I'm able to do this part of the division. Can anybody tell me the answer? Need to do long division or not? Okay. You see? Is it difficult? Hooray, you master P5, level 1 maths. Okay, we still at level 2 and 3. See at the back here. Can do. Once you have managed to deal with the calculations, then we can focus more on how do we solve the problem. Okay? This okay? Now, next one here. This one must be ultra careful already. Look. Somebody's got more zeros. Okay? Okay, be very careful. So when I'm doing my division, the harmless idea of using comma may help. Okay, so when I use harmless method of the comma, I can see the number of zeros clearly. Then in this case, hey, this question, what's the answer? Need to do long division or not? Easy? Yes. Can do? Yeah. Boleh tak? Boleh tak? Boleh? Boleh. Very good. Berapa lagi? Sorry? Mudiuma? Oh, Mudiuma? I do Korean names, is it? Oh, okay, I don't know Korean. Yes. Okay. So, are you confident? So your homework today until 30. Happy already? Can do already? Anybody thinks that you need me to go through something on page 30? Anybody needs me to go through anything on page 30? No, you do by yourself. Okay, then once you are confident of this, okay, can do this set of work for your homework. Very good. You can pack up your bags. Okay. You can take your Chromebook, pick up your snack break, and then do your exercise.